Ancient and native semi-natural woodlands are some of our most ecologically diverse habitats and incredibly important in the landscape for biodiversity and for cultural value. Features that make these woodlands so important are largely linked to the duration of time that those woodlands have been in place. So things like ground flora and the soils are absolutely irreplaceable. They cannot be recreated, and as such, in any kind of interventions, any kind of management, protecting those is a priority. Other features of ancient native woodlands that are really important are things such as veteran and ancient trees. Veteran and ancient trees provide substantial habitats for a range of biodiversity, including everything from bats to invertebrates to birds. Those habitats aren't limited to ancient woodlands. In long-established woodlands, you can also find veteran and ancient trees, and wherever you find them, their importance can't be understated, and you need to be thinking about protecting those features and enhancing them. Often occurring alongside or in connection with is deadwood, both standing deadwood and fallen deadwood. Up to a fifth of woodland species depend on deadwood for their survival, and as such it's a really important piece of the ecosystem puzzle. So in any kind of operations we want to take in ancient native woodlands, we want to make sure we're conserving a proportion of deadwood. Obviously we also want our ancient and semi-natural woodlands, as well as all woodlands, to be healthy. And one of the things we need to be mindful of is invasive and pest species that might be present in our woodlands. We need to think about the ability of the woodland to regenerate itself, whether that be through natural regeneration or through our intervention and planting. Many of our woodlands lack that, and the structural diversity that regeneration provides is crucial for ecosystem health and vitality. One of the challenges we often face with regeneration is pressure from browsing animals and invasive vegetation such as rhododendron. And we need to make sure we get on top of that, as is the case in this woodland, where rhododendron has been removed to allow light to get to the woodland floor to encourage natural regeneration and the native ground flora to re-establish itself. In all of our native woodlands, we have to accept that we need to make some kind of intervention to encourage that regeneration and that structure to develop. If we're going to make those kind of interventions, it's absolutely crucial that we protect veteran and ancient features, we maintain a proportion of deadwood, and we try to avoid damage to the ground flora and the soils as much as physically possible. You could have public access and members of the public using your woodland who you need to keep safe and protect from forest operations. We also need to make sure that we take account of many of the protected and important habitats that exist in those woodlands as a result of the features that we've just discussed. If you would like any further information about woodland management and the issues that we've discussed here, I suggest you visit gov.uk/manage-woodland.